Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing League, round number 14 at the Mexico circuit for Division 1. I'm your host, SJ, on comms as well, and we've got a new guy in the comms box, which is great to have him on board and give him a bit of a show what Rush is all about. Iron, mate, welcome to Division 1.
Thank you for having me. Today we are in for an exhilarating race around the Autodrome Hermanos Rodriguez circuit. We have 15 cars today, into 36 laps around this track.
It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? What you just said?
It's a long track name. A very long track name.
I wouldn't know what it is. I just go Mexico and that does it. Yes, unfortunately, there's only 15 cars. Due to the time, we've got rules. We know that these guys know that we start dead on at 7:30. So unfortunately, we have got a few drivers missing. Didn't show up. So we've got 15 guys. We've got some very interesting guys as well, which is really good to see. I'm going to take us through the talent tonight that we've got on grid. You probably don't know some of these, so I can give you a bit of a brief. If you want to ask me any questions regarding any of these drivers, then feel free to ask. But then, I can give you a bit of a history on some of them. So here we go. We've got Zenitsu reserving up from Division 2 up tonight for the Ferrari. So he's reserving for Sally. Then we've got Ryderbomb. He is reserving for Red Bull. We've got Steg. Really needs a good performance here tonight for that championship battle with him, Jake Attack, and Jono, who are really going for that championship. We've then got Keithy in the Kick Sauber. We've got Clammy Kid, the other McLaren. And we've got Illyrian reserving up tonight. Then we have Yusuf back in Rush. So welcome, mate. All the best reserving for Red Bull. Jono, the person I think is P3 in the championship at the moment, has had some interesting results in the last few weeks, so he'll definitely want to capitalise on tonight. We've got Lamb reserving from Division 2 up to Division 1. Then we've got Chevy Prism. Great to have him back on the track. He's in the Aston Martin. HRT Martin reserving for Kick. TTM Lesson had a great week last week in Bahrain, so we'll have to wait and see what happens this week. He is looking very, very fast. Aiden is Raiden in the Alpine, the championship leader of Chandler's in the other Alpine, and the only Haas on the grid tonight is Jamie Dodge. That is your top 15. I don't know if you know any of these names, Ian.
I'm familiar with HRT Martin because I'm friends with quite a few HRT drivers, but that's about it.
Okay.
We now see Chami is heading towards the stadium section, ready to start his first flying lap.
Yep.
Today.
Who's that? Sorry, who did you say?
HRT Martin. I'm just familiar with lots of the HRT drivers because I know a few of their drivers.
Okay, nicely done. All right, we'll jump on board with the gameplay. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that, and we're going to go on board. Who do we jump on board with? We've got Lyrian, Keithy,
Clammy's starting his lap now.
Clammy, all right, over to you, mate.
Clammy's starting his lap now. Clammy head down the 1.2 kilometers straight as he heads into turn 1, 50% battery use. Early on the brakes, tightened up his line, widens it for turn 2, cuts the curve in the turn 3, uses all that runoff curve now, heads down to the turn 4, 5 complex of corners. Right on board. Got his braking zone now just after the 100-meter board. Nice and tight, opens up the line of turn 5, as he now heads into the double right-hander of 6 and 7. Now we head into the sector 2, trying his tricky braking point, taking all the grass he can, barely avoiding validation, now foot to the floor, so he has the confidence to stay flat through here. Turn the order curve, DRS now wide open. 30% battery remaining. We get ready to head into the stadium section now. Lost the rear end, there's surely going to be a lot of time lost now. Heading to the final corner. What line is he going to take through here? Is he going to go nice and tight to the inside to minimise distance travelled? Again, rear is all loose on the exit there. He sets a 1 minute 14.9 as a benchmark time for the rest of the drivers.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Who's going to be next? We've got the Ferrari next. He's come through the stadium section.
I'll jump out on board the Ferrari for you. There you go.
Comes on the final corner. What's he going to set? He's gone fastest by 6.5 tenths. There's the benchmark for everyone today.
114.2 at the moment. It looks like we're going to have Ryder coming through as well in the final corner. What's he going to do? Oh, he's made a mistake there. So it looks like he's going to start his time now. We're going to go over to the...
No, his battery turned off.
Okay, so he looks like he's just warming his... interesting there from Ryder. Looks like he'll probably go on the next lap, so we'll have to wait and see there. We've got Illyrian as well. Hopefully Illyrian does not set a time, otherwise this will be a DSQ. So not allowed to set any time on intermediates. So hopefully he's just going to come in and then go straight back in. Yeah, well done. Yeah, good job.
He does.
He'll be DSQing someone straight away. All right, let's jump on board with this man when he gets up and ready. We'll jump on board with TTMLS. And remember, these guys will only have to do one lap because it's 15, so every single person will go through. So it's just getting a little bit of a gauge of what the track's going to be like. Sunshine out there, so that's really good conditions. Mexico is one of these tracks, Iron, which is really worrying for tyre degradation. We had this with Division 2 to Division 6 the other week at COTA. Mexico really chews at the tyres here.
Yeah, and as we head down the long main straight, 1.2 kilometers long, your tyres and brakes are just non-existent as we head into turn 1. It's tricky to find your braking zone and get all the performance out of your brakes and tyres. By the time you reach sector 2, your tyres are already warm, but when you get to the stadium section, your tyre temperature are through the roof and you have no grip.
Yep.
It's not a good... It's a tricky one for the drivers.
No, Dido. No.
Aiden now just...
Sorry, go on.
Aiden just backs off now going through the stadium section.
All right, we're going to jump on board TTMLS and coming down the main straight on board is Flying Lap. Down the main straight for the DRS. Will this guy take pole position in Q1? We'll have to wait and see. Coming up all the way down this straight. You're going to burn a little bit of ERS, but you want to save it for the rest of the track. Getting onto the curb there nicely. Does he ride the curb on the exit? Yes, very well done there. Onto that curb, onto the next curb. Very well done. Smooth as an operator, as Sainz said when he was in the Ferrari. Coming into Sector 2 very, very shortly. This is the wide part now. He'll probably burn a little bit down that main straight, then he'll ease off and then use medium going into these corners to try and gain a little bit more ERS on the next straight going into the S's, which is really going to probably have a few of these guys tonight. He gets a little bit wide there on his exit very nicely. Move over to the right hand side, getting onto the curbs. Very easy to invalidate here at Mexico, especially through the S's. Now coming into Sector 3, want to get onto the brakes, take it very nicely, smooth, not too much, and there you go. Too much, and that is an invalidation for Alessin, which is unfortunate because
it
was looking
that
smooth.
was an impressive middle sector.
Yeah, it was looking smooth, wasn't it? It was looking very, very smooth. And
I mean, he's very loose on the start of it, but he's still gone purple.
Yep. Well, let's look at his other teammate of Lamb tonight. He's on that lap about to start. We've got Stig, who is invalidated as well. So a few invalidations coming up here, Iron, already. Chevy Prism on those medium tyres come around the final part of the circuit through the stadium section, through crossing the line, takes it to a P4 with a 1:14.8 on the mediums. Pretty impressive there from Chevy. Alessin's going to go again. Keefe's decided to retire. Most of these guys can retire now. They don't have to go to the end, so we'll have to wait and see. Jamie Dodge in the pits. Chandler's on an outlap at the moment. We'll have to see what he's going to do. Who else have we got on a lap? Steg looks like he's about to start again, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So, yeah, so far so good. But the time to beat is a 1:14.279, Iron.
Looks like Alessin's back on another lap. He heads into the stadium section once again. And he kept totally needed this time. He's kept to within track limits now. We head into the hairpin. Locked up the rears a little, all slidey on the entry if we head into the final braking corner of this lap. What time can he set? Can he fight for provisional pole? 9 tenths down, but he didn't have much battery going on the back lap.
Yeah, there's a few people still on laps at the moment. We've got Illyrian, who's just about to start as well. We've got a few guys coming off their finishing times as well. We've got a few guys, Chevy Prism, who's just about to finish up, or will he be going again? No, he'll definitely be coming into the pits. It looks like there's a Red Bull. Is that a Red Bull?
Yeah, Yusuf we next. You're purple in the middle sector. All the confidence out here, all the way to the right, to open up the hairpin, take more speed through in a wider line, head into the final braking zone now. Around to the final corner, perfectly on the traction, pedal to the metal, He's go down. He's gone provision. He's gone faster by 6/10. What a lap! Yellow flagged in the first sector. Martin's invalidated on his outlap. Chandler's is now coming down the final DRS race. He's now gone purple in the middle sector. Everyone's just finding time as the track evolves here.
Interesting to say the least at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. We've still got a few guys.
Well, I mentioned he's gone purple in the middle sector. A set of medium compound tyres, only 4 tenths off the fastest lap so far with a 1 minute 14.1. 1 minute, yeah. I think roughly the delta between the soft and medium here is roughly 3 tenths. So he will win a fight for pole today.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be very interesting to say the least. We'll have to wait and see. We've still got a few guys still to set times. Jono to set a time. HRT Martin, he invalidated earlier on. He's on a time at the moment. We've got Jamie Pitch still into the pits on that Haas, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do. Then we've also got Jono as well on an outlap as well. Still a few guys still on outlaps as well. Let's have a look. We've got Lamb, he's invalidated. Hill looks like he's done. Chandler's up into P3. He looks like he's done as well. Zenitsu looks like he's going to go again in that P4 position. Really good stuff from him tonight. And we've got Steg down there in P10. Looks like he's about to come in. Illyrian as well in the P12 position. Alisson has called it. Jono is on an outlap. Martin is about to finish up. We've got Jamie Dodge still to set a
He's
time.
invalidated.
Oh, he has. That's twice.
Martin's almost.
Oh,
He's just gone fast in the first sector, and he's almost crashed it there. It wasn't even invalidation. He's almost put it in the wall. That would have been his qualifying over today. Has he got enough fuel to get round us to do another slow lap? Battery turned off, but he's just going to complete this lap and get his time in.
yeah.
Yono's now come around the final corner for the lap to start his lap.
Yeah, he'll want a good week this week. He will want a good week this week. Just giving you a little bit of a heads up on the championship fight at the moment. Chandler's in that P2 position with 172. Gully with 155. Niall Jura in P3 with 143. Garris with 131, known as Jono. And then GeForce Nick in P6. So, yeah, it's an interesting battle there at the moment. But we'll have to wait and see as all these guys will go through. We just need Jamie Dodge to set a time. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what he can do.
Yono is trailing Chandler by 41 points in the championship currently, 12 points off his next rival.
We'll have to wait.
He's got a lot more battery than other cars coming through this sector now. He's now gone purple in the middle sector, sorry. He's now heading to the stadium section here. Picking his braking zone.
Yusuf's called it. Oh, another invalidation again through the stadium section. A lot of people making mistakes in the stadium section.
He would have just gone faster in Chandler's there as well.
That's unfortunate.
That could have been a P2 with him for that snap and invalidation.
Yeah.
He looks like he's set to start another lap here.
Well, I think we're going to see Zenitsu and Martin coming in and retiring because they've set times. They don't need to, waste a set of tyres, which is going to help these guys going into Q2. So we'll have to wait and see there. Jamie Dodge on a lap at the moment. He's in the Haas in P15 on an outlap. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We've got Zenitsu.
Yellow flag for Martin in sector 2.
Has Jono made a mistake, or is Martin slowing down? Martin getting out
That's
the way.
Martin's low in on his in lap.
Yep, it's good.
Is Jono got enough fuel to finish this lap with? That's the question. His fuel gauge is flashing red.
It's going to be close.
Middle sector now.
It's going to be close. It doesn't matter. I think he'll just want to get across the line, even if he runs out of
fuel. He's gone purple in the middle sector, though. He's still finding time on this set of tyres, which he's already put a lap in, beating his tyres up. He has still managed to find time in the middle section and go purple. We head to the line, batteries on.
P4?
Put this car in P4. That's an impressive lap considering he's used those tyres already for a lap and he had less battery than others for this lap.
Definitely. So he'll retire. I think Zenitsu will retire. Jono's gone round again. Well, he's having to go round again, unfortunately. I think we'll see Martin retire. Let's see what Jamie
Zenitsu and
Dodge can
Martin are in
do.
the pit lane.
There you go. And we're going to see 2 retirements very, very soon, and then we're going to see Jamie Dodge retire in the pits. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see.
You know, him coming through the middle sector, taking all the curve possible. You could just hear the car bottom him out. Is he running his car too low potentially? That sounds like it's bottom out way too much. You're going to be losing time. Also, you're going to break through these tracks. He jumped over that curb. He managed to keep the car within the track limits.
That looked so wide.
It looked really clumsy through there. But ultimately, all he needs to do is set a lap. It doesn't have to be fast from this Q1 session.
There you go, P2, 113.
That is close. I reckon if he's running his ride high a bit higher, he wouldn't be bottoming out and losing traction there. He could have got it.
Yeah. Well, looks like we'll wait for these guys to come in, and that's we'll do it. So Jamie Dodge, and I reckon we'll see Zenitsu will retire when he comes in, or Jono will come in and retire. Jamie Dodge will just finish this and then retire at the end, and then we'll go on to Q2, and this is where it all matters, and we're going to have, we're going to have 10 guys go through into Q3, so we'll have to wait and see what happens, but some impressive times there. Only 2 guys currently in the 13.6s and the 13.7s. Jono's called it, Zenitsu, just waiting for him. He'll call it now. He'll retire. There you go. So we're waiting for Jamie Dodge just to retire when he gets into the pits. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But no, not a bad qualifying. Some slow times there, as we've seen. We got some 118s, some 120s, 137s, you know. But an interesting start to it, which is actually finished. Only 1 minute 44 seconds left. But there we go. So Jamie Dodge will come into the pits. There we go, and then he'll press the button, retire, and call it, and we'll go straight over to Q2. Well, Ian, what do you think of that?
Well, it's a good session. You can see there's a lot of track evolution, where lots of drivers are just taking it nice and easy to make sure they got their lap in to get through to Q2. There's a lot of... There's clearly competition at the front. Lots of medium runners we know when we get into Q3 and Q2, they will be up there fighting Yusuf.
Yes.
How much did track evolution play in the Jammy's hand there, though? Because was the track that much faster compared to Yusuf's time, or did the track barely evolve? We'll only find out as we head into a later qualifying session.
Well, we will do. We'll find out very, very soon. So, at the moment, P1, P2, P3 is Yusuf, Jamie, Dodge, and Lamb. Everyone going through. It all matters now going into Q2, which is coming up very, very shortly.
And here we are in Q2.
Here we are indeed. Right, there you go. So, no more votes for track selection, as all tracks have been voted for next season. So, we have done a wheel, and we have decided which are sprints and which are hundreds. So, yeah, you're going to find that out on the awards night at the end of the season. So, thank you everyone that got involved in that. And, that was a really, really good situation that we got that all done before the end of the season. But tonight we're at Division 1 at Q2. Unfortunately, only 15 drivers on, few no-shows, which is unfortunate. The biggest thing you're probably going to see tonight, as you have seen it, yes, there is no Mercedes on the grid. Obviously, they are the ones leading the overalls at the moment. That is pretty massive. It is big tonight because they could have scored some serious points, but they're not on the grid. Unfortunately, the drivers didn't show up. So, we run with the 15. And we've got a great 15. A real good bunch of drivers in this 15 as well. And some big points up for grabs here for some of these constructors. You've got the 2 Ferraris, you've got the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 McLarens, the 2 Kicks, the 2 Williams, the 2
Alpines.
I was trying to think.
Hard to say it.
yeah. And then unfortunately, there's a few drivers, that are missing. So Jamie Dodge's just one solo tonight. We've got a solo Aston Martin and a solo Visa Cash App as well. So big points up for grabs for the other teams. And what do you think we're going to see in this Q2? Probably better times. But we did see, didn't we, in Q1, a lot of mistakes happening through the stadium section.
Yeah, they're just running out of tires as they head through the middle sector. They're burning up their tires. They've got their temperatures are skyrocketing. They've got no grip as they head into the stadium. They're just overheating. The Jammy is the last car to set a lap in Q1. He can be the first in Q2. He's going to be setting the time everyone has to chase here. 2 Alpines now just hasn't get out of Allison's way. Allison just purple in sector 1. He's currently found more time than Jammy Dodge, but has he used more battery?
Okay.
Jammy's now coming through the middle sector. What's the benchmark in the middle sector going to be? So he's currently at 53.3 going through there. What will Lesson do? 55.6. He's 3 tenths down. The Jammy come around the final corner of this lap. What's he going to say? This is going to be the benchmark for everyone to try beat. 114 flat. What's the Lesson going to set? He's coming from the final corner now. He's gone 4.5 tenths slower. Who's going to be the next car to finish their lap? It's going to be Lamb. No, he's on his out lap. Yono, he's on a 14.4 as well.
Okay.
Still almost 5 tenths lower.
Looks like Zenitsu's next. A little bit of a Ferrari situation here. It's good start for Zenitsu tonight. He's doing quite a good job there. Look at that. That 14.071. He beats his teammate of Jono. Then Keithy goes into P5. Got the 2 McLarens at the moment. We've got Steg and Clammy behind each other nicely on the toe there. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. Steg goes pole with a 113.762. Clammy Kid go 115.1. Then we've got the Aston Martin of Chevy Prism coming around into Sector 3. So we're seeing some times. Only 113 at the moment. And I definitely think we can see an improvement there from Jammy and Alessin as well. As Chevy goes 114.1. We've got the other Haas. No, that's the other Haas done. Looks like that is a...
2 Alpines are following each other very closely. Chandler's giving his teammate a massive slipstream here. Is this going to be costing his tyres as we now head into the stadium section?
They're giving each other the toe.
Chandler's has pulled away in the middle sector. He's just slightly left his teammate behind, but his teammate gained all that time crucially for the first sector. So he went purple. Yellow flags now. So Red Bull's in the runoff just before the stadium section.
114. Whoa, look at that. 4,000 of a second between Chandler's and his teammate.
If we look between P2 and P5, just look how close they are. They're within a tenth of each other.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Who else have we got coming through at the moment? I'm just trying to see.
There's 5 cars here just separated within 2 tenths. Wow. It's going to be close.
Clammy's done. Oh, everyone else is in the pits. So no one else has set times at the moment. Everyone else is invalidated. So we've got some times on the board. So, yeah, really good start there. 113.762. Steg, Chandler's, and Aiden's, or Aiden, P2 and P3 for the Alpine. Great times for them so far. Jono's definitely going to have to improve. So is Alessin. And so is Clammy and Ryder. Obviously, Illyrian, Yusuf, and Martin still need to set times. Interesting to say the least at the moment of how this is going, but we'll have to wait and see how it's going to go even further. There's still time in this quali, and there's still time on that track, I believe, that they can find.
Lam and Clammy will not be happy. They'll be beating themselves up. They're going to have to use another set of brand new softs in this session to make sure they can get themselves through to this third qualifying session. They'll not be happy with those laps. They are going to be safe. What do you reckon the knockout time will be in this session?
Oh.
I think cars are going to be probably lapping with around 1 minute 14.3 or 4 to safely get through.
14.4, 14.
Yeah, if you're not setting a 14.4, you are not safe.
No, 14.4, 14.5. You've got 114.
Anyone
flat. So there's 4 cars. I've done near enough a flat 14. And then you've got Chevy that's done a flat 14, just under 14.2. Then there's 2 temps between him and Alessin. And then 90 thousandths of a second between Jono and Lesson. And then Keithy is a 10th over that, and then they're in the 15s. So be interesting to see what Ryder, Illyrian, Yusuf, and Martin can do. If they can all push into the 14s, then we're only going to have 2 guys currently in the 15s. And they're not that far, are they, in the 14s? Look, I reckon we are going to see 14-9s for some of these guys. I don't think we're going to see everyone into the 15s. As they are all coming out now. And we've got 3 guys to choose from on an outlap. Who do you want to jump on board with for Q2? Ryder Bomb, Yusuf, or Martin?
I think Ryder is the closest starting his lap, so I think a lesson, is he on a lap or is he pissing? Is a lesson on a lap?
He could be, but Ryder's about to start, so I'll let you kick it off with Ryder. Over to you, mate.
Okay, we now have Ryder heading down his main straight. Full throttle, DRS open, batteries on. He's now in hot lap mode. You can hear the car bottoming out now as he's reaching full speed, 334 kilometers an hour. He heads into turn 1. As he picks his braking point, nice and tight for turn 1. Opens up turn 3. As he gets cut turn 2 massively. We now head down to second DRS rate of his lap. He's already down to 25% battery. Now go find his braking zone just off around 80 meters now, heading into turn 5. You see the flick as you get here on F124 to get the car rotation. Should be nerfed for the next game, but as we head into the double right-hander, which is pretty much as a hairpin, he's now heading into sector 2. He's cutting the track a lot there, taking a lot of grass, flirting with the track limits there. Now all the way flat through these two right-handers, fast right, fast left, DRS open, 10% battery now. His car will be losing a lot of speed through the next acceleration zones. Taking a lot of curb now. Opens up his wide, all the way to the right, open up the hairpin. He's going to cut a lot of track here. We now head into a straight line braking for the final braking zone of this lap. Nice and wide, he's already exit the curve. Now goes nice and tight, uses all the battery he's got remaining. He doesn't hug the pit wall, but he still goes fastest. I don't think he ever set a purple sector that lap and he's still gone fastest. So we missed a lesson. Oh, it's been contact! It's contact. The V-car was just rear-ended, Ryder. What's happened there? Who's going to be next to that lap, though?
You get impeded.
We've got Yusuf now coming towards the stadium. DRS open. 5% battery remaining. How much curb is he going to take? He doesn't take much curb, but he doesn't bottom out or lose traction because of it. Come through the hairpin now. Into the final braking zone. How much exit is he going to use? He doesn't use all the exit curb, but he gets nice and tight, unlike his teammate. He's hugging that apex. So he sets a 1:14.1. Is that an improvement on his lap? I believe so.
Interesting there. There could be a steward situation there between Ryder and Illyrian. We'll have to wait and see. But Ryder's done a 13.6. That's impressive. Tudor has noted that. The onboard steward has noted that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We're seeing one more guy that needs to set times, and that's Illyrian at the moment. And I think he's about to set his time now. So I'll jump on board with Illyrian. And he's actually got no front left plate. So he'll be coming into the pits, and he'll be calling it. Yeah, so a little bit of damage there. So what's happening?
He might have time. He might have time, though.
He'll have plenty of time. What's happened?
Going into turn 1, that was riding on board. Ryder was just trying to get out of the way. He's locked up, so he hasn't really got the braking performance, and Ryder just rear-ended him. Sorry, Illyrian just rear-ended Ryder.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think Ryder. It looked like it's given him a. Well, it's Jammy gets a 13.5.
Phenomenal. Very, very quick. Very, very quick from Jamie.
Will anyone be able to beat that? Steg is out on another lap. You assume Steg's safe with a 13.7.
Well, you never know. The track is really starting to warm up
at the moment. He is using scrub set of tyres, though. So is he just going to be relying on his track evo and his confidence from his lap?
Well, let's see what happens here. We've got Steg and Clammy, and Steg going into turn 1. I'll take you on board with Steg for a flying lap coming down the main straight. Little bit of traffic in front. He's got his teammate behind. He definitely needs to get this spot on because Clammy is in the drop zone of being eliminated in Q2. Steg up in a P4. Doesn't really need to push that much. So we'll go off, actually. We'll go on to Clammy and see if he's improving on his time. Let's have a look. There you go. A 10.5 up. So that pushes him to a 1:14.9, which pushes him around Oh, still,
He's 13.
it still pushes him into the drop zone still.
He's
So
got,
he's gonna have,
he's got to find almost 8 tenths.
he's gonna have a massive improvement here. But let's have a look how big this toe is. Very nice through the yeses here. Very well done. Into 6th gear. Does he pushing it into 7th now? Getting it onto the power there. The DRS got very well maintaining of the ERS and the DRS. Moves over the top. 6.5 tenths. Nearly loses the back end out there. That could have been curtains for Climbing Kid. Coming round into the stadium section. Last couple of corners. And he's getting a nice little toe off the Aston as well. As the Aston dives into the pits. Climbing Kid round to the final. What's it going to be? It goes up to
P6.
He's safe for the time being, unless there is a massive change, unless all these guys start getting into the 13s. At the moment, it looks like we are losing Illyrian, Lamb, HRT, Martin, and Keithy, and Chevy Prism. They are the ones in the drop zones, and it'll be massive breaking news what we lose 2 of the Kick Saubers. And I guess that we'll probably see those guys on a toe, will we not?
You'd assume so, but wow, we have massively underpredicted the times. We were reckoning about 14.4 to be safe, but look at that. You really want a 13.9 to be safe. We've really, the track evolution is wild. It's ramped up massively. The track is greening up.
Yeah, 13.7 looks like it. 13.7 looks like where it's going to be, unfortunately. So, yeah, some big time set there, especially with the front two. Jamie Dodge with a 1:13.320. That is very, very well done. A lesson there, 13.6. Ryder at 13.6. Jono 13.6. Steg's calling it. Clanny looks like he's through at the moment. This is going to be drama, ladies and gentlemen. We have all of these guys. See, this is what makes me laugh as well. P7 down to P15. They don't feel safe, Iron. They feel that they could go out of Q2 because all 7 of them are out.
This is just wild. What is Illyrian going to do on his lap? Is he just going to have to risk it and follow up the track limits and risk an invalidation? Or is he going to have to take it nice and easy to make sure he gets a lap in but still fast enough? What is he going to do on this lap? He's not going around final place. He had a slipstream from the Red Bull ahead. He's getting a slipstream from Youssef.
Yep, and Lamb's on a lap at the moment as well, so keep an eye on Lamb and keep an eye on Illyrian. I'll give you the Sector 1 time of Lamb to see if there's any improvement. He's on a 15.1. There's going to have to be a massive improvements to go through at the moment. 2.5 tenths up on Lamb's time. What about Illyrian?
Illyrian, well, he's losing time to the Red Bull even with that slipstream. His car's bossing out way too early in that straight. I think he set a 28 flat in the first sector. What is Youssef set? Will not tell me.
I'm just trying to have a look at the moment.
What
What his
Illyrian
Sector 2
here?
time is. What's his Sector 2 time? If he's an improvement there in that Sector 2. Oh,
I think Illyrian's out here.
I think he could
Illyrian's going to be out here. He's lost so much time to the Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the time. I'm not seeing the time at the moment. Lamb coming around the final corner. Here we go. 9.5 tenths up. This is good from Lamb. Up to P6.
13.8.
Well done from Lamb. Youssef coming around the final corner as well.
Youssef-
What's he going to do? He goes pole!
He's going fast! 13.2!
Phenomenal time there.
Right, Illyrian, he's in the cutoff now. He's at a 13.9. He's currently sitting P10. Is anyone going to knock him out?
Zenitsu is out.
Oh, look, it's only a 10th off getting through here, and he's down in P12.
So we've got
The 2 Kick Saubers are now coming around the final corner. What are Keith and Martin going to set?
Keith goes.
Martin's on P6, Keith's on P7.
Oh, awesome. Oh,
That's Illyrian out.
Illyrian is out.
Is Chandler going to improve with this session? Chandler's got the P3 with a 13.5.
Lamb is going out. Lamb is out. And it looks, what about Chevy Prism at the moment? Clammy Kid looks like, no, Clammy Kid is out as well. Clammy Kid's retired.
I think Lamb got some push up here.
Chevy Prism, what about Chevy
Lamb
Prism?
might be on another lap here.
No, Clammy Kid.
P12.
Kid.
Is Lamb on another lap here?
Oh, I'll have to wait.
No, Lamb's out. He's 3 seconds down.
There we go. Chevy Prism is out as well. There you go. So there are your guys have been eliminated. You would not believe that. Clammy Kid retired very early. So did Steg. And look, they just made it through. Well, Steg did, but Clammy didn't. He is out. He is down to P13.
If you look at that, though, half a tenth would have made Clammy would have been in with just half a tenth.
Phenomenal.
Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal Q2. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to jump into the comments box. Zenitsu, Illyrian, Lamb, Clammy Kid, and Chevy Prism. Wow, what a quality that was. That was some serious pace. And some,
Almost every car were almost into the 13th by the end.
yeah,
And we thought a 14.4 would have been the cutoff there.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow, were we wrong?
We were miles off. We were miles off. The track must have. Oh, the track improved
Ramped
massively.
up.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to
You'd
see.
think of the street track with that evolution.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
You wouldn't think it'd be a permanent venue.
No. There we go. Well, the top three: Yusuf in P1, Jamie Dodge in P2, Chalmers in P3. They are your top three: 13-2, 13-5, and a 13-5 as well. So very close between Jamie and Chalmers there. And unfortunately, we're saying goodnight, and we'll see them obviously in the race. But for Q3, Lamb, Chevy Prism, Clammy Kid, Lyrian, and Zenitsu are all out. 5 different cars as well. That's a first. Normally, we'll have to wait and see.
Do you reckon we can see anyone get into the 1 minute 12 by the end of this Q3 session? We are close. We're only about 3/10 off. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll see if these guys do come in for an interview. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if we will get them in.
There could be debrief with their teammates here and trying to help them up through a session. I want to navigate all the traffic. Who knows?
Yeah.
A lot could be happening here.
Yeah, it will.
Look, the kicks are going to be the first cars coming out here. We got a kick, Williams, McLaren. 2 kicks of Williams and a McLaren coming out here now. We got Steg, Martin, Keith, and Alessin. I'm trying to get used to all these names.
Yeah, that's all right. You're fine. I'm just looking in at the moment just to see if we are going to get any of these guys jumping in for an interview with us tonight. It doesn't look like we will, but we'll have to wait and see. There is a report that's gone in, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Doesn't look like we are going to get these guys coming in to have a chat with us, which is a shame. So, yeah, looks like...
Alessin and Steg have just passed us to Salvers. Salvers going to work together again here and give each other the slipstream.
I reckon they will. I reckon we'll see some. We'll see some.
Is Martin going to try stick on the back of Steg though to get another slipstream as well?
Well, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Who's going to take pole position? I'm going to get a prediction up. Actually, I'll do that while it's here now.
If we see in this Q3, we've got 2 Red Bulls, 2 Alpines, and 2 kicks. We got 3 teams who can play the team game here and give each other slipstream. Are they going to swap it? So is Martin going to give Keith? Is Keith going to give Martin a toe on the next lap? Wait and see. We now see a lesson starting the first lap of this Q3 session. Heading down a 1.2 kilometer main straight, one of the longest on the F1 calendar. In full throttle now. We head into turn 1, picking his braking zone. He's gone deep into turn 1. He's going to compromise his turn 2 and line through turn 3. He's going to lose significant time. Zero's now wide open. Batteries on as he heads down to turn 4. What's his sector 1 time going to be? He's at a 27.9. What's Steg set? I don't know if Steg's faster. I assume he will be. As yes, we see the two Saubers just giving each other a slipstream. I feel like Keith has lost time actually to the back of Martin through the corners there. I don't know how far we were at the start of the straight, but it looks like Keith is losing time to Martin. I don't think Keith has the time. Alessin's coming into the stadium section now. He's ready. He's coming through the final braking zone now. He's ready to set the first lap of this Q3 session. Rear end everyone on the exit. He doesn't get the power down. The car does not want to listen to him. Second me next across the line with a 13.4. Wow, half a tenth between it, even with that messy lap from Steg. Look at that. We've got 3 drivers all within the 14.4s. Sorry, no. 13.4, 13.4, 14.4. Keith has no time there. As Martin pits, he's invalidated. Jamie's only set a 14 flat. It's a track falling away from some of the drivers here if they just lost their confidence. Or are they on scrub sets? No one's on a scrub set of tyres here. Who's going to be next to set a lap?
Yeah, there will be.
There's a lot of cars going around the final corner now. Yono set a 14 flat. No one's on use. Everyone's on a fresh set. The Chandler's now set the 13-4 as well. Aided the 13-7. Keith will not be happy about time. Noel Martin, he's wasted a set of tyres and had surely invalidated. Let me check the race director here. No, there's no invalidation from Martin. I don't know if he went out on a scrub set of tyres just to give his teammate a tow there. Anyone else on a lap here? Ryder's on a lap here. Yusuf is on his out lap now as he heads into sector 3. Ryder's gone off track, I think. What's going on there?
Ooh, Steg!
His grid penalty.
Steg's hit Aiden has hit Alessin in the
Into the pit lane.
So that's interesting. I'll have to look at that.
He must have outbraked himself going into the pit lane and just rear-ended him.
I'm sure that will be investigated.
Ryder has wasted a set of tyres here, though. He's invalidated. I think he made a mistake in for a couple of calls. He went off track and turned forward and let someone.
Yeah, well, onboard has noted that, which is good. We'll have to wait and see at the moment. We've still got 3 guys to set times. Ryder's made a bit of a mistake as well.
Yeah, Yusuf is the next car. He's gone purple in the first sector.
Yeah, he's looking quick here. Looking very quick here.
However, how much of that is he? Could he just be running lower wings? Is he going to lose out for the middle sector here? Or has he found a good compromise with his downforce? He's comfortably flat out for his corners. Flirting with the white lines there. DRS open as he heads in the sector 3 in the stadium sector. Purple in the middle sector as well. He must have had a brilliant balance with his wing to be set in purple in the low downforce first sector and in the high downforce middle. His tyres look perfectly fine for the stadium section. He isn't struggling with the rear end there. He's coming around the final corner now, hug him at curb. What's he set? He's gone provisional pole by 2.5 tenths there. Oh, 13-1. That's the fastest time we've seen today now by almost a tenth.
Yep. It's can that be beaten? That's going to be the question.
Martin's now back on track. Is Keith going to be giving him a slipstream? No, Keith's too far ahead, but Martin's on a lap here. Ryder will not be happy with himself, though. He's got to go at the end of the session. He's going to get 1 lap in this session. So if he messes it up, he's starting P10. Steg's going to need to pull everything he can out of the bag now and take pole. Because he's got that 5-place penalty.
Interesting indeed. We'll have to wait and see here. We've got drama going on. We've obviously Steg with the 5 grid place penalty. We've got Yusuf, who is taking pole position at the moment. Keithy and Martin working very well together tonight. Up into Q3 as well. Really, really great job from both of them, especially of who was on the grid as well. So great job. But 4 minutes to go. 1:13.1 is the time to beat at the moment. A 1:13.4 with a lesson behind and a 1:13.4 with Chandler. So pretty close with the P2 to P4 at the moment. The question is Martin or Keithy going to be able to cause a problem? And try and knock those times out the park. We're on board with Keithy at the moment to see if we're going to see an improvement there.
I don't think Martin's going to be happy with himself. He's over a second off pole right now. Currently, he's going to be fortunate and gain a position at the start of the race, though, due to that grid penalty.
Indeed. It's going to be very interesting. 5 plays for Wojciech and Alessin. Oh, big drama there. So, there we go. Keithy's in. He's decided that he's not happy with that time. And Martin is invalidated as well. And Ryder is into the pits that hasn't set a time yet. So, right, let's look at the prediction and just get a bit of an insight of what we think. Everyone is saying Jamie tonight, 58% on Jamie, 31% on Yusuf, 10% on Alessin, and 1% on Steg. So, yeah, okay, a little bit across the board part tonight. Who would think was going to take pole position? 39 people tuning in. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thanks, mate. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got 3 minutes to go. At the moment, P1 is Yusuf, P2 is Alessin, and P3 is Chandler's. Is anyone going to be able to beat those guys, or anyone going to be able to take the top prize tonight for qualifying? Yusuf seems to be the quickest car on the grid tonight, but is that... does he have anything else in that Red Bull? Can he get it into the 12s? That'll be the question tonight. Will we see a 112 tonight? There is a big jump from Keithy to Yusuf at the moment. 114.4 to 113.1. So these guys in the kicks and also the Haas as well have got to find some serious pace. Jamie Dodge, who was very impressive in Q1 and Q2, Iron, he's got to find 9/10.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. But also, I think we've missed something. Alessin's also got a 5-place penalty. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they both have. Steg and Alessin.
Yeah, I just thought I only noticed Stegs. Wow, that's going to be really unfortunate for Alessin. But people like Jamie will benefit from that vote. But he's still actually in a net P5 now because of that.
Yeah, well, going to be interesting to see at the least. We've got two guys on an outlap at the moment, Alessin and Steg. Obviously, Alessin is on his own tonight because Lamb did not make it. Chandler's and Aiden's Rain have got a massive opportunity here to really to take pole position or even on the podium because they've got both cars still on the grid and they can obviously go and use the tow. So if you've got the two kicks as well, and also the two Red Bulls. So a lot of teamwork could be happening here as we're seeing Ryder invalidate, but we are going to see Steg start his time, and he is going to be the first car. Oh, no, he's not. Yes, he is. He's going to be the first car seeing the time. Has he gone too early? This is the question. 1 minute and 18 to go. Has he gone too early, Iron?
He's still got time to back off if you really want to. I think he's gone too early. We see track evolution like a massive part of his qualifying session. He's probably gone too early now to track just rapidly evolving. Even about a minute, I reckon the track is improving every minute, at least by half. He's on purple in the first sector. Yeah. Here's what he wants to see considering he's got that 5-place penalty.
Yeah, 2 temps up. He's going to have to really, even if he gets P1 and then goes down, that'll take him down to P5. That's still a good start. But if he gets anything under that, he's going to fall way down the order. And he doesn't really want to be in the mid-pack order, really. So this could be hurting Steg tonight. We'll have to wait and see. A little bit of traffic in front. We've got the guys moving over. Really, really good to see moving over. Steg coming into the final corner. Coming through to the lovely Mexican Wave Stadium section in Sector 3. That's probably the best corner that everyone loves. And you get all this screaming and shouting and get to see all the Mexican Waves as well. As Steg comes around the final corner and goes P2 with a 113.197. That is him done and dusted. We have the Williams driver of Alessin. What's Alessin going to do? Iron.
He's gone purple in the middle section now. Comes through in the final corner. Is he on track for the first 1 minute 12 here? He's gone purple for the middle section. He's on the first. Oh! He's a 10th off. He's gone pole, but that's a net P6. No, net P5 after his penalty, though. But that's exactly what he needs to pull out the bag here.
Yeah, it is.
We've got a bit of time now. Wait for a rider. AJ, over to you.
Oh, Yusuf, we're looking at it. We could be looking at a 12 here. We could be looking at a 12 here tonight. Here we go. Yusuf coming through the stadium section. He was P1. He's now dropped down to P2. Is he going to take it away from TTM Alessin? Oh, there's a 113.089. Yes, he does. Doesn't get into the 12s, though, unfortunately. So Yusuf... Oh, Chandler's gets into the 12s. It's a 12.942. Chandler's takes pole position away from Yusuf. Oh, my days. What have we seen tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We've got Jono as well, who's just about to come around the corner of Jamie Dodge. Jamie Dodge going to cause problems. Jamie Dodge going to P7. Jono into P4. And we have a 12 tonight. Wow, what a time. And that makes the massive difference with having two cars on the grid getting that slipstream iron.
Wow, what have we just seen here? What a lap from Chandler. That's exactly what the championship needed, though.
Yeah, he definitely. And what the weirdest thing here, right? He did not get a vote on the prediction, so no one voted for Chandler's. I cannot believe it, guys. What's going on? Chandler's absolute fantastic. This guy has been in incredible form lately. And congratulations to pole position for Chandler's and whoever did is going to get the points there. So there we go. A little bit of drama in Q3. Chandler's taking out P1. Yusuf taking out P2. Alessin taking out P3, but does get that 5 good place penalty there. And so does Vaschek Steg as well. So that'll drop him down to P10. And then we've got everyone else in Jono in P4, Ryder, Jamie, Keithy, Martin, and then Aiden is Raiden. What a start this is going to be to this race, especially going into this first corner. What do you think we're going to see going into the first corner here?
We are surely going to see contact. We've got 2 drivers with penalty. They want to make it up as soon as they can, but you do not win a race on the opening lap. They have to remember this, though. Got to keep their head nice and cool, calm and collected. But what are we going to see?
I cannot wait. What a qualifying session that is, and that is the reasons why we do full quali, ladies and gentlemen. Reasons like that. Iron, I'm going to throw you in the deep end, mate. You have the start of this race. So, over to you, mate. When we're good to go, I'll set it all up, and yeah.
Well, that qualifying session has just set anticipation for the race. Many cars within 0.2 of each other, really. This car's not even separate by thousands in that qualifying session. All to play for today.
Well, everyone's going to get points because there's 15 cars on the grid. So if no one retires, we're going to have 15 cars of points. So
we start the race. 5 red lights out. 5 red lights, and away we go. Oh, that's a long hold. If Chandler gets a good launch off the line, he broke down the second phase. Yusuf all over the back of him now. He's getting that slipstream. He's already pulling out early. Is Yono going to make this 3 wide? We're going to go 3 wide in the turn 1 here. Yono doesn't have the speed. We head into turn 1. Yusuf is the lead of this race. Ryder tries to look down the inside of Yono, but he doesn't get the move. But Ryder, is he going to burn the battery now, going down to get past Yono? We've got Chandler and Yusuf going side by side, out in the lead. Who's going to come on top? Chandler's got the inside line for the first corner, but Yusuf is back down the inside. He's now going to have the inside of the double right-hander. Is he going to get the exit he needs, or are you going to carry the speed around the outside? Yusuf has kept around the outside. He's going to get a better exit. He's ahead. He's ahead going into the S's. Surely they don't keep this side-by-side through here. They're still trying it. What are we seeing here? This still side-by-side. Yono, what a view he's going to have of this battle. Is he going to try to get his nose into this now? He's going to look down at the inside of Chandler going into the stadium section. They're going to go 3 wide. Jono backs off. Chandler outbreaks and they make contact. Yusuf is round.
Yusuf's got there's a massive pile up with the 2 Red Bulls. Absolute drama. And that was he's gone round again. Oh no! What's happened there? Absolute drama.
Virtual safety car. His wings. He's got damage.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. He's gone from 0 to 0 in the space of 1 corner. And that was, I don't know if that was contact. And that will definitely be noted. A little bit of drama there already. VSC, Ryder's in, Lamb is in, Alessin is in. Oh, that is absolute drama there. But what a start we did see.
That's heartbreak for Yusuf.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was contact or did he lose it on his own. That is going to be something to be looked at.
Yeah, from what I saw from the onboard, Chandler outbraked himself and hit the rear tire of Yusuf and just sent him round. And then he got collected by his teammate and went into the wall, lost his wing.
Ouch.
What was he pit for? What tires is he on?
Well, they'll all go hards now. They'll go hards and then they'll probably go on to set another 15-second delta. 15-second delta. Okay, all right. Well, you know the new delta rule. If it's under 3 seconds and, yeah, keep it. Send the reports in. Looked like Chandler's caused that, but hard to tell. Yeah, is it Chandler's going too slow? We'll have to wait and see. A lot of comments coming into the chat at the moment. We're on VSC at the moment. Chandler's leading the way. We're going to got Jono, then we've got Keithy, then Steg, then Jamie Dodge, then Aiden's Raiden, HRT Martin, Chevy Prism, then Climbing Kid, Zenitsu, Illyrian, Lamb, Ryder, Lessin, Yusuf. Lot of drama happening on in this race. Now Jono is going up against the man that is leading this championship. Remember, there is 4 races to go. And the big one is the last one, which is a sprint race at Silverstone. which is going to be a very big one. It could be the one to win the championship at the moment. But Jono going up against Chandler tonight. Keithy in P3. He did say earlier on, we heard him in the chat, that he is very quick here. So he's looking very, very forward to seeing how this goes. We'll have to wait and see. But Jono and Chandler's going to go at it again. Jono looking to take the move. Here we go. Takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix on lap 3 out of 36. And it looks like we could have a nice little DRS train here between Jono Chandlers and Keithy Iron. Excuse me.
Yeah. These three got to work together, though. If they fight too much, Steg and the rest of the pack will be brought back into this one. They need to work together tactically here. DRS swapping down the main straight to avoid letting the cars behind catch up. They actually need to work together to pull away to make their race easier tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely, without a doubt. They're going to be using the DRS. Keithy will try and stay with them, but Steg does have pace. So keep an eye on him, and he's bringing in Jamie Dodge as well, right behind. You've then got Raiden as well. So there's still a lot of people in the DRS. Obviously, the front three are in the DRS, and then it's P5 all the way down to P12. It's a very painful night for Ryder, and, well, it's a painful night for Red Bull tonight. The incident there between,
and Williams.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. It's Red Bull and Williams tonight, unfortunately. And we saw the guys earlier on that had that the penalty, and look where Steg is now. You know, up in the
He's gained 5 places on the race start.
Yeah, great job. And he's in the DRS of Jamie, and Jamie's actually overtaken him. So there you go.
We look at that now. Jamie's gone to DRS of Yono now, but we didn't notice, but Keith has made a double overtake on that main straight, now leading this race.
He is. He's got some serious pace, and that main straight does bring in some serious pace. Look how long it is going into that first corner as well. So the interesting thing here will be the strategy with obviously pit stops and also track limits. How many people are going to be able to keep it clean through the S's? That'll be the question I had.
I don't think many, but if you look at this, Yono's the only driver to not change a position at this in the opening 4 laps. If Keith locks the rear end, he slides through the stadium section there.
Yeah, Keithy up 5 spots as well.
You got P1 to P6 in the DRS train.
Yeah, there's 2 guys up at the moment. Oh, 3 guys up at 5 spots. Keithy, Steg, and Zenitsu. And then the other 2 are Chevy and Clammy. And obviously the biggest losers tonight, unfortunately, is Ryder, Lessin, and Yusuf. And anything can happen, though. They could have an opportunity to get back into this race. They're having their nice little 3-way battle down there at the back, which is unfortunate. They all still score points, so points still do matter. As Chandler's does take the lead of this Grand Prix. Jono into P2, Keithy back into P3. And we're seeing Jamie Dodge and Steg go at it. Steg on the right-hand side, Jamie on the left-hand side. Steg goes round the outside, gets the job done. Thank you very much. I'll have that P4 back. Now he's going to be following in Keithy. And we have a DRS train, Iron, from P1 all the way down to P12.
Williams are not going to be liking that. They're currently in P12 and P14, and that's now 3 seconds for Lamb already. And it's not been a good start for them today.
No. He'll want to stay within the DRS, though, of Illyrian, up in the P11. And, it could just be capitalising on results and points here tonight, couldn't it, for some of these guys? Because we are in a big, big DRS train. And, we're going to see these moves happening. But pit lane strategies is going to be the key here, I think. When are these guys going to be pitting? As Jono makes the overtake on Chandler's. And there we go again. He's taking the lead, and Keithy takes in that P3 position. And we go again on another lap. And I will jump on board with Jamie Dodge for an onboard.
Jamie Dodge is unnecessarily just sitting in a hot lap here. Not going to gain enough time with everyone in this DRS train. If you're overtaking, we're going to be seeing for a long time between the front runners when this one car out DRS. It's going to be a battle out in the lead of who can preserve a battery the best for the middle section, recharge as much as possible to maintain the track position down the main straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just charging now, going down this 3rd DRS straight after lap, just trying to get as much pressure as they can down the main straight. How many positions will Yono lose on this main straight, do you reckon, AJ?
it's gonna be close, isn't it? I don't know. Like they need to really stay within the ARS. Try and stay with the DRS. You know, harvest, save a bit. But this is such a powerful straight. You know, as we're seeing 3 just in front of Jamie Dodge now, people are making moves. Look, we've got someone on the right hand side making a move there, and it looked like Steg. And you've got to be so careful because Giffy's gone round. Giffy's made a mistake. That's dropped down into P5. Jamie Dodge is now into P4, Steg into P3, Jono into P2, and Jono, he's going to attack Chandler's. Steg looks like he was going to attack as well. Keefe's made a mistake. That will be hurting. He will not be happy with that. That's brought Aiden as Raiden up into P5. Keefe is now right behind, well, he's actually in front, but now he's got his teammate right behind him. So, will we see a change? Will we see Keefe and Martin switch because of that mistake, Ian?
I don't think so. I think, crucially for Keith, he won't get pressure from behind, and his teammate will just allow him to put the pressure on Raiden ahead. And Keith is actually slowly pulling out. I think to put about 2 attempts in the middle sector, he's lost it all there. This is all now just picking your braking zone and not overdoing it and rear-ending your rival, costing you damage, spinning them, and get a penalty, really.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. 5 attempts between the leaders before DRS is even open. Who's got the most battery, though?
Ooh, look at this! Steg's going to go for the move! Steg is on the right-hand side! There's 3 wide, now it's 2 wide! Steg going to go for the lead of the Grand Prix! Yes, he gets it! In front of Jono, he needs to take this lead! Jono gets it! Jono's going to go side by side with Chandler! They're going to go side by side! This is only on lap 8! Ladies and gentlemen, and there's drama happening on already, which is fantastic to see. We've got Chandler's and we've got Jamie Dodge now getting involved in it. He's going to go side by side to Chandler's. They're going to go side by side into Sector 2. There is a yellow at the back. Martin's gone round. He's had contact with Illyrian.
Damage from Martin. Damage from Martin.
All drama going on here on lap 8 out of 36. And, things have changed very quickly. We've got Clammy Kid and Zenitsu going at it now. Clammy Kid gets a penalty. Oh, a bit of drama. And we've got 2 guys that have pins, Clammy and Lamb. We still got 15 cars on the grid, but what drama we've got at the front. We're seeing changes happening left and right. Up the top 6, and now we're seeing Lamb get the job done on Martin. Martin goes for the move on Clammy Kid, gets that job done, up into P10. Clammy Kid now down into P11. And, wow, oh my God, what we're seeing tonight, Ian, we're seeing some big changes happening. Only 3 guys that have made stops.
Yeah.
It's just Ryder, Lisson, and Yusuf. And now we're seeing more changes because we're seeing Jono take the lead again, Steg into P2, Jamie now into P3, and Chandler's down into P4. And now his teammate is behind him in P5 on lap 9 out of 36. Drama at Mexico Grand Prix.
Yeah, we have the Illyrian in the pit lane because he got damage in that contact with Martin. I think Martin's also carrying damage to his wing. I think he's missing an M plate. Yeah, Martin's missing his front right of his. See now, crucially, look, the train has been split up now because of all that contact. Only the top 7 are now on a DRS train. Zenitsu and Lamb are mainly riding by themselves. Is Martin gonna be able to stick behind Lamb in his middle sector? Lift through here.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you just look there, you can see Lamb pulling away. He's got so much more downforce. Martin just doesn't have to grip, he's just losing time, but crucially, this track, it gives you so much straight and so much DRS. Martin just locked the Riz, he's almost gone round there. He's out of DRS now. Sure, if I was Martin, I'd be pissing him to get rid of that. I'm not going to be able to keep up. He stays out, he keeps going.
Yeah.
What a race. What's going on at the front of this race?
Very
For the first time this race, by the way, for the first time this race, I think we haven't had a swap of the lead in the turn 1.
No, we haven't. It's really interesting. Yeah, very interesting indeed. We got Ryder there down there in P12, Alyssa in P13, Yusuf in P14, Illyrian in P15. So he's made the stop now. He's on the fresh hard, so he'll be able to push. He'll try and push until the end there. So that's going to take him, 20? So he's got 26 laps to go on those hard compound tyres at the moment. Jono, Steg, Jamie, all the way down to P11 on those medium compound tyres at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But no, a great battle at the moment at the front. We're seeing changes happening left, right, and centre. Are the tyres, are they starting to feed on the tyres? I know that the tyres here are not the best. They're very similar to Kota. They just do not last. And you definitely need that grip and that traction going through those S's, Iron.
Yeah, the issue is with the S's, they're going to be burning up their tires, their temperature, they're just going to be going through the roof, and they're going to have no grip then going into the stadium section, where we see many times in this race, mistakes have happened there. The Yono's got a lot more battery than Steg going into run on turn 4, but Steg will crucially have to DRS. Will Jamie be looking for a movement Yono for P2?
Yeah, it's very laggy. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately, guys. I'm the only one that commentates, so yeah, unfortunately, that's how she wrote. Lag on the stream's pretty bad, unfortunately. I can't do anything about it. Yep, can't do anything about it, Mazzy. I'm the only one that commentates, so if there's more streamers, more people that gets involved in commentating, then we might have a better stream. But until then, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. We've got Steg and Jono in P1 and P2 and Jamie in P3. Chandler's really putting the pressure on Jamie Dodge tonight and looking to go for the move there. No one going for the move as yet. The top 4 staying with those guys, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Trust me, I have, right? I have everything closed. There we go. I'll shut a few more other things down. Let's have a look. I'll shut.
Lamb's into the pit lane now.
I'll shut this one down. Can't shut that one down. I'll shut that one down. I can't shut that one down. I have to have Titch. No, I don't play Fortnite, mate.
Lam has come out behind Yusuf here, but Wolvo's tyres allow him to quickly close up. He's actually got Illyrian right behind him, only a 10th off. With fresh but cold hard tyres, how are they going to treat Lam here?
Yeah.
Will he be able to make an undercut in terms of car ahead? I think he can probably get up to about P8, P7 with his undercut, though.
Yeah, he's doing his best.
Crucially for Illyrian, he's going to have to stick on the back of him.
It's points, you know. They'll just try and go to the end. They're going to get points. So we'll have to wait and see. Martin gets another penalty. Gets the penalty there. 3 seconds. What's happened? Has someone lost it in the stadium? I see yellows flashing. Chevy Prism, has he had damage?
Yeah, I think it's Chevy because he just lost the position. Yeah, I think Chevy lost it just before he pitted because he lost position.
So him pushing it too much.
6 seconds now to his total.
Ooh, that's nasty. And we've got a few people coming into the pits. Keithy, Chevy, and Martin. Ooh, that's unfortunate there. But back up to the front, we've only got 7 guys now on those 12-lap tyres. So Steg leading the way, Jono in P2 and Jamie in P3, and the 2 Alpines. The Alpines are doing a fantastic job at the moment, Iron. P4 and P5, massive points for Alpine, and big points for Chandler's at the moment if he can stay like this.
If you look crucially though, Ryder's only 22.8 seconds off the lead. He could actually come out on the lead of this race, but he has 11 lap tyres. He's going to have to crucially get that massive undercut for that opening lap and just stick with the leaders. He's going to have to use that DRS to help him just keep position for the remainder of his Grand Prix.
Awesome.
Unfortunate double stack for the Saubers. As Martin got held up, then had to change his wing. He's now down to last place.
Yep. Going to be very interesting. I got your message. Thanks, Iron, mate. We'll talk later on. It'd be great to have another streamer. If you're enjoying it and you want to stay with us, then feel free. Then there's a spot for you for F125. Stream isn't lagging anymore. Pause.
Yeah, we see Aiden and Zenitsu. Yeah, we see Aiden, Zenitsu, and Clammy all pull into the pit lane. Is that the Alpine pulling the undercut now? Go for the potential lead. Yeah, Ryder's going to come out very close to him. Ryder's going to potentially pass Aiden here.
Yeah, he's going to get the job done here. Ooh, this is going to be close. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Aiden's charging.
Yeah, he's got better
Gonna be
grip.
side by side in the turn 1.
Yeah.
He's got cold tires. This is gonna be. Ryder could get the move in the turn 4 here.
He could. I am not downloading any
This
games.
can be a battle of battery.
They keep telling me I'm downloading games. I'm not downloading games. I hate Fortnite. So why would I be downloading that? I've just minimised everything and shut everything down. There we go. So Jono up into P1, Steg into P2. Where are we going to see these 3 runners pit? Let's have a look. Jono coming around into the final couple of corners through the stadium section. Here we go. He has literally brought all these guys into it. And also it keeps changing between him and Steg. No one making a pit at all there. So they're going again. Interesting.
They're going to almost go half this race distance on one set of medium compound tyres. They are going to enjoy the end of this race. If Clammy now gets a 3-second penalty, the leaders are going to enjoy the end of this race with the freshest tyres on the grid. But Aiden, he's gained a second already on the 1.5 second lap on the leaders. He's surely going to come up with the lead of this race. I think the net pit stop loss is around 22 seconds.
Let's have a look. Yeah, 21 at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see how these guys are going to go. Oh, Chandler's, and then he goes into the back of Jeremy. That was so close. Yusuf is out. Yusuf is out.
He's retired in the pit lane.
He's retired. He's called it.
Retired in the pit lane.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Did he have side pod damage? He didn't need to retire.
I don't know.
He was 15. He didn't need to retire.
He's scoring points.
Silly. Why did you retire? You earned the points. You could have continued. Never mind. Here's what it is.
Well, currently that's going to be yellow flags.
Yeah, it's going to come out right in the way. This is going to be interesting. I think we could see these guys coming to the pits. We could be seeing.
I mean, they're not allowed to overtake during this yellow flag period.
No, they're not. Oh, Illyrian gets a penalty as well. Alyson gets a penalty as well. And Steg is in. Steg is in the pits. Jeremy Dodge is in the pits.
And Chandler's got damage.
Yeah.
Chandler just rear-ended Jamie into the pit lane.
Jamie Dodge has got 10 seconds. Oh, that's massive. For Jamie Dodge there, that's going to hurt him. That'll be looked at by the onboard stewards.
Fortunately from Jamie, I think he's been rear-ended by Chandler, and Chandler got damage there. I think Jamie can appeal that because he has to.
He could get that removed. Yeah. Just make sure he's got his race director at the end. Yeah. So if you're listening, Alisson's called it. Alisson's had an absolute mare tonight compared to last week in Bahrain. It's just not gone to plan for him tonight, and he is out, unfortunately. That was not the best of nights for Alisson. So yeah, that's 2 retirements. So we've got 13 drivers left and 2 retirements into the pits. No DNFs, unfortunately, as of yet. So well, we've got 2 DNFs. But we've had 2 retirements in the pits, so that's unfortunate. Aiden's Raiden, by the way, is into P2.
He's net race leads.
He is. Because
he's got Steg on brand new tyres right behind him, and then he's got Ryder on 14 lap old tyres. As long as he gets a good train, he shouldn't lose positions here.
Jono's coming in.
He's going to struggle in the final 10 laps.
All right, Jono is coming in. Raiden is coming through now into the stadium section. Where is Jono going to come out? This is the question. Right, Jono is now coming out of the pits. Raiden is now coming through the final corner. They're coming down the main straight. This is going to be interesting. Just keep an eye on.
Crucially, though, Aiden made a mistake.
Aiden has made a mistake. He's moved over. Yeah. Jono's coming out the pits. Jono is going to take the lead of this Grand Prix. Still from that pit stop. Jono has timed that to perfection. And I don't know how he's done it, because look behind him. He has got a whirlwind of cars behind him. But he's going to be very, very slow on those hards. And Steg is going to pounce. And he is going to pounce on the right-hand side. Lap 17 out of 36. Jono lets him through for the time being. A little bit of a lock-up there from Steg. Leads the position at the moment. Jono on old tyres. He could struggle through the S's. This is the question. Is Aiden's Raiden going to be able to put pressure on him? And then Aiden's Raiden holds these guys up. Does he get challenged into it? Because Rider Bomb is... Oh, there's a bit of drama going on here. We've got Keithy up into P5. Challenge dropping down into P6. Everyone coming through the S's there. Oh, look how close Keithy is to the back of... I think that is Rider Bomb there. Gets the job done. Clammy Kid gets another pen. That's 6 seconds, or is it 9? 9 seconds for Clammy Kid. Not the best there. Chandler's gets very close to Ryder there. And then we got drama going on here. Absolute fantastic drama. 1.8 Keefe to Aiden is 1.9 now. So he really does need to get a move on. And Riderbomb is on 16 lap hards. He is really pushing those tyres. He's not going to be able to go to the end. He's going to have to stop again. But there's moves happening left, right, and centre at the moment. Ryder still in the P4 position as Keefe goes side by side with Chalmers. He has really given it to him. Chalmers has forced off Jamie Dodge off the track there. That might be looked at by the stewards as well. Steg drops down into P2 and Aiden's Rain is now P1. It just keeps, it's like musical instruments at the moment, Iron.
Yeah, well, I think Yono got fortunate there because just before he pitted, Aiden made a mistake in the stadium section. It held up Steg and Ryder. They all lost time there. I think that's what crucially came into Yono's hands. But also, Ryder, he's just lost about 3 seconds in the last 2 laps. His tyres are just giving out on him now.
Yeah.
I think this could be our front three confirmed.
It could be. We got a prediction. Evan, mate, what do you mean prediction? What do you want to do a prediction? Have you got a prediction for us, or you want us to write one down? It's a bit early for a prediction at the moment. I don't really want to have the prediction up now. I'd rather just do one and then try and get that one done. So just let us know what you mean by prediction, mate. Raiden is going side by side with, there we go, with Steg, and Steg gets the job done. Illyrian gets another penalty. So let's have a look at some penalties at the moment because they are really starting to add up. We are going to look at some of these penalties, Iron, that will be looked at by the onboard stewards, will be looked at by the stewards, and they'll have an opportunity to remove them. I need to gamble. Okay, well, Ricardo, mate, you give me a prediction and I'll put it in. 10 seconds for Chandler's, 10 for Jamie Dodge at the moment. And there's some big penalties, isn't there, for those two, especially in those positions, P5 and P6. Then we've got Land down there with 6 seconds, Clammy with 9, Illyrian with 6, and Martin with 3. So it's a 4-horse race between P10 and P13 on who is going to finish in those positions. But at the front at the moment, the top 4 are all clean. Keithy is looking very good. He was looking very quick. He got the job done on Chandler's. Chandler's looks like he's about to make the move done on Keithy up into P4. And Keefe going round the outside, gets the job done through the stadium section. Lovely move there from the Kick Sauber up into P4. He is really pushing the championship leader to his max in this race. And while they are battling, they are holding the whole pack up and they are losing the lead to P3. This is not helping them at all. And is there a bit of damage on Chandler's car I'm seeing there? Because Jamie Dodge is now up into P4. And yeah, there is. Chandler's has got no front right plate. So he's holding on for dear life.
He's just pushed Chandler's
trying
off.
to do his best. And Ryder Bomb has just gone right up to the back of him. And he's just lost his front left plate there. So there's a lot of impatience going on in this mid-pack.
I can't see Chandler making many positions from here on out. He's got that damage where he got into pit lane when he rear-ended Jamie into the pit lane. I think Jamie can appeal that penalty because he did get rear-ended by Chandler into the pit lane. I don't know what Chandler got for. He might have sped after hitting him. I'm not too sure. But no, Chandler got his end plate broken when he rear-ended Jamie into the pit lane. He's going to lose a lot of time through his remainder of his race through the middle sector. He's also going to be putting more stress through his tyres. And now Lamb picked up a 3-second penalty.
Another one. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Guys, give us a prediction. If you want a prediction, and we'll put it in. We've got 16 laps of racing remaining. Do we put a safety car? Let's put a safety car prediction in, I think. Because no one's given me anything. So we'll do it. Will we see a safety car? Will we see a safety car?
Chandler's is now back on the P5, just past Keith.
Let's have a look.
Crucially, Jamie is slowly pulling away from these two.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Boom. Well, we see.
Chandler leading Keith will not help him here.
Fortnite is life. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Chandler's leading from Keith here will not help him because Jamie will have the extra downforce. Can he pull out another attempt going through the middle sector and crucially get them out with DRS? Can't even set his either head and slowly bring in the leaders. Chandler's now lost another 1.5 attempts, 2 more attempts to lose, but he's crucially get DRS as we head back towards the stadium section.
Definitely, indeed. Let's get some on boards. Anyone want to jump on board? We use your channel points. Get amongst the channel points. If you want to ask me or Iron any Q&A questions, feel free. We've got no more track selection, so it's all about on board points at the moment. As we could jump on board with some of these guys. Iron, have you got any channel points you want to use, mate, for the Twitch?
I've got 760. I'm saving them up.
I love it, mate. I love it. I'll let you have one for free because you can't. Well, actually, I'll let you have mine. Who do you want to jump on board with for an onboard? I'll let you have mine because I can't buy any points because
I think we want to jump on board with Chandler here because he's just fighting with Jammy even with his damage.
Right, there we go.
Aiden is crucially losing time to the leaders though. The front two are slowly beginning to fill away. Aiden does have the older tire that was a lot, but yeah, if we look, Chandler's still fighting Jammy even with this damage. He's done a good job here keeping up with him. We also see further down, Ryder's just dropping through the pack with his 20 lap old hard. He's surely gonna have to pit for a set of medium if he has another fresh take. He'll have to pit for medium around lap 25 probably. And just push. He's gonna need the safety cover to score big points this race. Once again, see Chandler, he's getting close to the back of Jammy. Crucially though, Jammy's able to save more battery for the middle sector because he doesn't have to push as hard knowing Chandler's damage behind.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see at the moment. He's really pushing on, and the problem is this has really hurt their race, this little battle that they've had. I will jump on board with the background check in a sec. Chandler's and Jammy, they're going to have to really work together to catch this pack. Aiden's rating is 2.1 behind. Ooh, he gets very close to the rear of Jammy Dodge's rear there. But yeah, look, Aiden's rating has fallen back now. He's two seconds behind Steg and Jono. And Steg and Jono are just going to go to this till the end now. But Jammy Dodger and Chandler's and Keithy really hurt themselves. They've really pulled themselves away from the pack. From that P3 position now, so it's going to be really interesting to see. All right, I'll give you a bit of a background check on Jammy Dodge. Well, Jammy Dodge has been with Rush before. One of the most exhilarating races he had was with Campbell Adams last season in Abu Dhabi, when those two literally went wheel to wheel on the last lap, and it was literally near enough a photo finish. Fantastic driver, very young, got a lot of potential. Be great to see him do a full season. So we'll have to wait and see what F125 brings or the rest of the remainder of the season. We've got 4 races to go. So yeah, it will be great to see him on board, and I'm sure we would love to see what Jammy Dodge's preferences of what car he would like to drive for if he stays within Rush for next season. So yeah, that's a bit of a background check for Jammy Dodge. I don't know too much about the kid, but got a lot of talent and races in quite a lot of leagues. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens in 25. But he's on the track at the moment in P5 in the Haas.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for Jammy and Keith, Chandler is currently leading this train. It's not going to help him because he's dropping probably around 5/10 a lap in middle sector. They really need him to be following in this train. He doesn't have the pace to gain the time in sector 2. He loses too much. It's going to hurt their races more. But see, Aiden is just constantly dropping time. Has he got some sort of floor damage or something here?
I don't know. Let's look onto it. Well, Chandler's has got no front right plate, so that's the problem. So
yeah,
it's going to be tough for him to get onto there. Aiden's Raiden will do as best as he can. He's on a lot more older tyres than the front two, and obviously the guys behind. Keithy's on obviously the older tyres on the 11 laps. Looking on board with Aide's car at the moment. Is there any damage? We're coming up on lap 25 out of 36. We're going to have 9 laps.
I can't see any.
11 laps. I'm just trying to see nothing at the moment. Going to go back up to the front. Steg and Jono just pulling away. 4.9 seconds now. And those two is just basically, Jono is probably the favourite due to the tyres he's on. He's on 1 lap fresher tyres than Steg. Who is the quicker car? That's going to be the question. It's actually Steg by 2 tenths. Jono is 2 tenths slower than Steg at the moment. So Steg is the fastest car on track. Good opportunity for Steg to get some serious points. I'm going to go a little bit further back down and jump onto the intervals there. Jammy Dodge is making time on Aiden Azraden. I'm just going to. You can see Jamie Dodge. Can see Aiden as Raiden yet? Can he see him? Let's have a look. Coming down the main straight. Can he see him? There you go. He can see him. So, yeah, they're dropping the time on him. They are dropping the time on him, which is good to see. The question is, can Chandler stay with it? Or can Keithy cause a problem? Or is his tyres going to... Are they too old? You know, that's the question, because Zenitsu is following very, very closely as well. Chevy's in that opportunity. Illyrian has got another pen, so he's down to another 3. So what we're looking at pens now. So 999. So the top, the P11, P10, and P9, all on 9 seconds at the moment, as Lamb is about to make a move on Clammy Kid. These two came together in Bahrain. So Lamb does make the correct overtake this time. It doesn't put him into a wall. Good to see, Lamb. Good to see. Then we've got Illyrian down there in P11, 10 seconds behind. There's a bit of a big stint there. Martin is just behind Illyrian there and will get the job done on... he could, if Martin's careful here, Martin could make up a couple of places, because Clammy and Lamb have both got big penalties. So if he can get past Illyrian or use him, he is on better tyres than Illyrian, and 1 lap more than Clammy and 1 lap less than Lamb. So interesting to see. And Ryder 7 seconds behind, and he is on fresh medium, so he'll be able to pull in that gap pretty quick. So we'll have to wait and see there at the moment. But no, the Chandler's battle and Raiden is getting very, very heated, and Jamie Dodge is right behind that. He's also bringing Keithy into that. He's bringing Zenitsu and Chevy into that. So we can have a 5-way battle for P4 at the moment. Sorry, P3. Chevy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car battle for P3.
6 car battle.
6 car battle.
Well, Christian, in the last 3 laps, Ryder has gained 5 seconds on Martin already. He is carrying that 10-second penalty. What can he do when we set a mediums now? Still with that 8 laps to go of this race.
Yeah, those 10 seconds are going to be a big one there, because due to the penalty speeding in the pit lane, that will be very interesting moving forward. If they get removed, great. If they don't, then yeah, it's going to be a painful night. Just remember, race director and obviously the time. So if you need any help, feel free to reach out. Because I know normally people don't understand that rule. So yeah, you need to have your race director, and you need to have when you got the penalties and when you got the warnings as well. So show your whole race director and send that in. Any problems, just message. Message the division manager or such and such. But going back very, very close, here we go. We're going to see an overtake happening very, very shortly, and it's about to happen now. Jamie Dodge is getting set, ready to go. He makes the move past. Does Aiden Raiden put up a fight? No, he doesn't. Chalmers is going to get very close to him as well. This is the question. Chalmers will not want to be held up by Aiden as Raiden, so we want to get the job done on his teammate as quick as possible. But the problem is, though, Iron, he has damage to that front left and right. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to look now. Front right. That's hurting him, isn't it? That is really hurting him in this race.
I think Jamie's already pulled 7 tenths on Aiden here. Aiden must have some sort of floor damage here, because he has got no pace now. He was fighting the lead, he's just dropped off.
He's on old tyres.
I don't know what's going on with Aiden, but his race has fallen off.
Yeah, look at his tyres. He's on 14 lap hards.
He's on 14 lap hards, but there's cars on older tyres lapping faster than him currently.
That is true. He's got no ERS. He's
like his pace fell off about when he's on lap 8 tyres. Yono and Steg are lapping faster still on tyres that were 5 lap older than what he was on.
Yep. We're getting to the point where we're going to be coming up with Driver of the Day very, very soon. So on lap 33, we'll make a decision on Driver of the Day, and that will be your decision as well. We don't use the game, so we'll just look at position changes. We'll look at the guys tonight, how they've done. Zenitsu looks like one for me tonight. He's done a fantastic job, especially being a Division 2 driver. And he's going to make up some spots, I think. At the moment, we'll just look at Zenitsu. Zenitsu's in. Look at this. Zenitsu going for a move on Aiden's Raiden. Oh no, they've gone off track on the grass. Oh no, what's happened there? Zenitsu and Aiden's Maiden have had a bit of an incident there. Lap 29. Tudor, my friend, if you're there with us, little bit of a drama. I was just about to give it to him, and there's a bit of a drama situation going on there between Zenitsu and Aiden's Maiden, and that could have been a safety car situation there. Iron.
Have they picked up damage?
I'd say
That's the unfortunate thing with this game. With this game physics model, though, Zenitsu would outbreak with a different wheel locks. They couldn't get away from each other. But
Aiden's got no front left. Aiden's got no front left. And I'm looking on board with Zenitsu at the moment. We've got 6 laps of racing remaining. And I'm trying to see what Zenitsu does. Does Zenitsu have damage, or did he just move out the way? We'll have to wait and see.
No, Zenitsu outbraked himself, and he caught his rear tyre caught Aiden's wing. I think Zenitsu's got lucky here. So that must be that. I reckon that can be a penalty coming in for Zenitsu.
I think it will be there. But
all Aiden needs to do now is not drop 11 seconds to Chami, but he also doesn't have a penalty yet this race, so he's just got to stay strong out there and keep it clean.
Yeah, at the moment it's looking like a good job. And
He'd land now past Chami.
Well, Keefe at the moment is looking at a P2 position. We've got an onboard coming in, so we're going to onboard. We're going to onboard with Chevy. So Chevy is going to put the pressure on Keefe. And we're going to go back over to positions because that's changed things up. Steg, Steel. I don't know. It's going to be a hard one. We'll have to keep an eye on that and have a look. See, we're going to give driver of the day to.
Well, currently, if we're looking at the front, actually, Jamie is pulled away from Chandler now. Chandler's going to be dropping so much time about middle sector. It's going to be putting more stress for his tyres because he's got less downforce created. All his grip will be coming through his tyres. He's lacking that downforce. He'll be putting more stress for his tyres, wearing them out faster as well. He's probably got net lap 16, 17 old tyres because he's having to push harder.
Yeah.
He's got that distance from Jamie ahead.
It's a 2-horse race at the moment.
Yeah, he's got...
Obviously, Steg and Jono. And, we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Yeah, we just look. Chandler, he's guessing that distance literally. How much time is he going to lose in the middle sector though? His tyres are going to be much more worn. He's got less downforce for his front wing. How much time can Jamie put on him through these corners? He's currently got 1.3 second lead. I reckon I'll go up to at least 1.6 by the end of the middle sector. Yeah, he's already up to 1.5. But he's going to head through his left-hander. You see, Chandler took a break a lot earlier.
Oh,
Keith now with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt massively there. And this is going to be very interesting. Chevy Prism's got a massive opportunity of getting on the podium here. He just needs to stay. Basically, keep consistent pace and keep Keithy behind, and he's got this P3, which is a great job from Chevy Prism back on his return as well. So really good job from him. 32 laps out of 36. So we will make a decision on lap 33. Oh, there you go. There goes Keithy. Does have that 3 seconds, so he'll just stay behind him, I believe. He won't push anything. He'll just stay behind. He's gone into the pits. He'll go for the fastest lap.
Fresh set of compound tyres.
Yeah, he'll go for the fastest.
I think he was better off staying out there because he had P8. He would have had P8. It would have been closer than dying lap, so I think he would have held on the P8 if he didn't pit. Let's see if surely he cannot make up enough time to get back up there now.
Look at the pressure he's got behind though. I think he will. No, he'll smoke these. He'll be so quick. Clanny's got 12.
He's got a brand new wing.
though. Clanny's got 12 seconds. Aiden's got no penalties. How many seconds can he make up? He's 9 seconds behind Clanny. He needs to make 9 seconds in 3 laps. So we'll have to wait and see if he can do it. It's a big ask. Let's look at the front.
But we know it's doable.
Let's look at the front.
We've seen in qualifying. Aiden is fast.
He is fast. Right, driver of the day. Who is your driver of the day, Ian?
Let's have a look at position gained. So, surely he'll be Steg. He came through with that grid penalty. He's gone up the 9th position so far, and he's now currently leading the race after starting down in P10. What a drive from him today. Also, shout out to Chevy and Zenitsu, both up 7 and 8 places in the race. They've kept it nice and clean.
Right, I'm giving mine to
But I
Chevy.
think it personally has to go to Steg.
You're giving yours to Steg. I'm giving mine to Chevy. All right, well, there you go. There we go. We'll pin that. We'll fire that in, and we'll put this in now quickly. D-O-T-D. Steg. Ooh, it's cannot spell tonight. What is wrong with me? Steg. There we go. And Chevy. Okay, we'll give
Earlier in
that.
Abbott, enough of a 3-second penalty.
Give that 10 minutes. There we go. And we'll start the poll. So remember, it's on Twitch now, Iron, so you can vote. I'll vote for mine. There we go. There you go. And I'll vote for yours as well. So it's up there if you want to vote. All right. Well, there you drive of the day votes, ladies and gentlemen. There's 37 of you in the chat. So let's get these votes in. Come on, let's get some big votes in. There's 37 of you. There's 36 votes that have an opportunity of one of these drivers getting driver of the day. One is Steg, one is Chevy. Jono and Steg. I'm going to let you take lap 35 and I'll take the last lap because the last lap is going to be some screaming and some shouting, I believe, because they are about to save up their ERS and these guys are going to go for it. Jono really does need this win. So does Steg as well. Chandler's unfortunately tonight with that incident. Jamie Dodge doing a great job for that P3 at the moment. And yeah, Chevy Prism is looking likely to get P3 at the moment if he stays how it is. But what a night it's been so far. Aiden's leading his 6 seconds behind Clammy Cleared at the moment. So another 3 more seconds and he might have an opportunity to get Lamb. I don't know if he will. We'll have to wait and see. But anything is possible as Jono and Steg are coming round. But what a night it has been for these two tonight. They have literally just stayed with each other most of this track and they are now 9 seconds away from Jamie Dodge due to that battling early on that we saw P3 down to P7. Iron, so I'll let you take away lap 35. Over to you, mate.
As we head onto the final lap now, penultimate lap, sorry, we see Steg overtaking Yono down the main straight. Will this put Yono in the perfect position for the final lap? As he's going to have DRS on his straight. It's going to be a battle of who has more ERS for the final lap now. They're both going to crucially save. We head through turn 2 and turn 3. Steg's gone wide through turn 3, completely missed the curb. He's going to go worth X. He's got DRS to build away. Is he gonna attack this lap and try to build a big enough gap? But looking, Yono is charging as much as he can, and Steg's just pushing. Steg wants to build that gap out in the lead. Gap is now up to 6/10. Yono 100% battery, or we can see Steg's only down 16. Steg is pushing. He's draining his battery. He's trying to build that gap as big as he can, but Yono's crucially got that slipstream DR, and he's gonna have DRS now. He's gapped back down under 6/10, down to 5, 4.5. Yono's now going to have the DRS going towards the stadium. He's got 30% more battery. Both start. Yono's going to have a lot more battery. Are you going to have DRS on the main straight? I think Yono's in prime position to win this over the UAG.
Yeah, here we go. Right, Jono up into P2, Steg into P1. This is it. Here we go. Jono is going to have DRS. He's going to have a lot more battery than Steg. Steg's going to have to do everything he can. There is another opportunity that Steg can get this back from Jono. Jono is going to burn everything he's got. Up to 22%. Takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Going into turn number 1 now. Jono takes it very nicely. Steg is still behind. He needs to stay close behind him. 27%. Jono 34%. Steg's going to get DRS. He just seems to be still a little bit too far back. 11% at the moment. Jono in 25. He is in prime time position to win this Grand Prix. Steg, I don't think is going to be able to do it. He's 5.5 tenths, 6 tenths. Jono, 40% battery. Steg, 32%. Now down to 22. Steg's doing everything he can. No one get a penalty. That's what they do not want. Jono is in prime time. Steg has got one last shot with a DRS. Coming down the main straight. I think he's still too far behind. It's 4.5 tenths. Steg, he has to go for a move. Now or never. Jono coming through the stadium section. Steg right behind. Jono's looks like he's gonna take it here. Jono is gonna win the Mexican Grand Prix. Steg is gonna try and fight him still. Jono wins the Mexican Grand Prix round number 14. Jamie Dodge up into P3 at the moment. will stay P3. We'll have to wait and see what happens with his race director. But it looks like the man down here in P6, Chevy Prism, is going to take P3 at the Mexican Grand Prix. What a night for the Aston Martin driver. What a night indeed. And what a race that was. A little bit of drama at the end there. But Jono timed that to perfection with his ERS iron.
That last lap was incredible as well from between Chevy and Keith. They're both going wheel to wheel. Both from there. Also, now yellow flags in the stadium section. What's going on there? Clammy's in the wall. Clammy's broken his wing. He's crashed over the line.
Ooh, what's happened? He's not.
Yeah, Clammy's like. I think Clammy's just wanted to do a 360 over the line. He just put it on the wall. You now see Illyrian's now going to be the last car to finish. However, for Chevy, Jamie might be able to appeal that 10-second penalty for speeding as he did get hit by Chandler. I don't think Chandler is able to him. He's going to finish P7, but Jamie could potentially appeal that and still get that podium after the race through the stewards.
Definitely.
What a race we've had tonight, AJ. Yeah. What were your thoughts?
SJ, not AJ. You've been saying my name wrong all night. No, you're right, mate. You're fine.
Yeah, it's what it is.
No, a very, very good race. The quality was very interesting as well. I'm just going to get these guys into the comms box now. So we've got Jono, we've got Steg, and we've got Chevy Prism as well, so they'll jump into the comms box. A really, really good night. We'll touch base in the summary in a sec. I'll just go over the classification results. There we go. Jono taking P1, Steg taking P2, Chevy Prism taking P3. Obviously, Jamie Dodge and Chandler's still with a pending, obviously, that 10 seconds. If you're hearing me, Jamie Dodge, please get your race director and take a photo of your race director and get that sent in so you can get that removed. Otherwise, you are going to just finish P4, unfortunately. All the way down, Illyrian got the fastest lap in the end. Aiden Raiden didn't get it. So good job there from Illyrian getting that fastest lap. Lost two DNFs, unfortunately. Alyson and Yusuf retired into the pits. And there she have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is it. What an interesting night ahead. We're just waiting for the guys to jump into the comms box with Chevy and also Steg. But yeah, I'll take it over to you. So, what was your thoughts to that tonight?
What a race we had. It always looked like we're going to have a 12-car battle for the lead at one point in that race. And Jono and Steg, what a drive from them. They pulled away, worked together beautifully. Lots of carnage in that race today. Made it interesting. Lots of crashes, lots of spins. Also, teammates coming together. Not what you number one, don't hit. Nightmare for the Red Bull and Williams tonight, though. Not what they needed.
No. That was interesting. Few pens there tonight, which obviously will hurt. So we'll have to wait and see. As we got some of them coming in at the moment. We're just waiting on one more person. So we'll just wait and see. Meowie, mate, if you do want to jump in, mate, you're more than welcome to jump in. We'll have a chat with you if you want to jump in.
I'm just waiting on Steg now. What a drive from Steg and Chevy today, though. They've made up so many positions. They've both made up, I think Chevy made up, was that 10 post-race?
Yeah. Here we go. We got Meowie in. We're just waiting on Steg now. Where is he? There we go.
Oh, Jono said Steg had to go.
Oh, does he? Does he have to go?
Yeah, he just uttered us in G1 pad. He said, I want to see Vod had to go, which is Steg.
That's a shame.
Yeah, Steg had to go.
Let's see if Thunderballs is free. Are you free? He is the McLaren TP. So if not, or Clemmy. Let's just see if these guys are free. If they're not, then we'll get those guys in. Clemmy will jump in. Clemmy will jump in. Awesome. All right, just waiting on Clemmy, and then we'll get these interviews up. And yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, just jump in. Yeah. All right. Well, we're nearly finished with Driver of the Day. It's just about to finish. It's one vote to one vote at the moment. It's literally one vote in it. So that's about to finish up. So we'll jump on board that. And yeah, all right. First of all, we'll go over to P3. And who is going to get Driver of the Day? It looks like it is going to be
Chevy.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Chevy, which is good to see. All right, so we'll go over Chevy, and I'll let you take the first interview for the first time. So, Ian, over to you for Chevy Prism.
All right, Chevy, how are you doing after that race? How do you feel?
Feel like a lucky man.
You kept it nice and calm and clean out there tonight, unlike others. What are your takes on your qualifying performance today?
I was not expecting anything from qualifying. I'm like 6/10 off from what I usually am because this is my first time back on the game for a while. But I wasn't really expecting anything, but P12 was still pretty low. I'm not proud of it, but
No, but well done. You've got it up to P3 currently. I mean, there could be some appeals from the likes of Jammy because he did get pushed into the pit lane, but well done. You kept it clean today. And congratulations, you've just received the Driver of the Day vote. It ended. You are Driver of the Day. Congratulations.
thank you. I'll take
Good drive
that.
today.
Thanks.
Good drive. Well done.
Chevy, mate. Great to obviously have you back on the grid. I think you set your alarm tonight, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
Last week you obviously forgot. Unfortunately, it's
Yep.
like you've changed. It's like a bit of a switcheroo because Tai has not done the same tonight.
Yep.
So, yeah. How did you find it tonight? Because just kept it clean, really, and it looked like you had a bit of a battle there in that P4 all the way down to P7 in the end. How did you find the race?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun actually. It was I didn't really have any issues with race cleanliness. Like we were all clean. But it was a lot of fun to battle with Keith, the Ferrari. Very clean drivers. Just a fun race. Kept it clean, no incidents.
Yeah. That's
I'd like to add, how did you find that last lap battle?
I just kind of let him have it after the first two corners because I didn't feel like dropping out of 10 seconds for the Haas, so it was a pretty fun battle though for the first two corners.
Yeah, as a smart driver, I was watching it while SJ was watching the lead. I was just running on board with you two, watching you two battle. It was a good battle to watch, though.
Yeah,
well done, man.
That's clean. Thanks, man.
Well done.
Got Monza next week. There's 4 races left. Obviously, Division 1 finishes earlier than expected. Monza, round 15. How are you feeling around there?
I like Monza. I'm not necessarily good at it, but I like the track. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll practice a little, see what I can do.
Okay. Well, mate, congratulations on the P3. Great job keeping it clean.
Thanks,
That's all you got to do sometimes. Just keep it clean. It's pending. It is pending. If Miawi Gaming does do the right thing with his race director, he'll probably message myself or division manager asking how it works, so he doesn't make mistakes. But yeah, no, congratulations, mate, and look forward to seeing you next week in Monza and set that alarm.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Am I good to go?
Yeah, good, mate. You're fine. All good.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Chevy.
Yeah, see you guys. You too.
Okay, right. We'll go over to the next one, and it's pending at the moment. It has gone to Chevy, but we'll obviously wait and see what the results come through. And Ian, I'll take it over to you for Miawi Gaming.
What did you take from your qualifying session today? Did you enjoy it? And how do you reflect on your performance?
Worst lap I've ever done on this game. I'm like 7/10 off where I could be, so I was kind of crashing out after that. Like, it was just the worst lap ever. I missed like every single apex. It was incredibly cooked. It felt like I just like started driving for the first time on this game. It was rather horrific. So bare minimum was like a 13-0 going into this. I don't even know how I got a 13-4. So I'm just a bit washed. Setup isn't very optimal either.
No, but you put a strong performance today. What are your opinions on the pit lane incident between you and Alpine?
I mean, I took it safely, but it's not like I broke like 15 meters early. There's usually a reference point going into the pit lane. It's like the bollard on the inside. I broke like about 5 meters earlier than that, just to keep it safe. Don't try and get any unnecessary penalties. and the next thing I know, I just get like shoved up. So it was like used as a braking board, I guess, or like a way to stop. So yeah, that was quite suboptimal. I didn't really think much of it, and then I got the 10-second, which obviously is rather suboptimal, but hopefully it should get removed. I mean, I kind of just got whacked into the pit lane, so yeah, nothing I can really do about that. So I was just praying that there wasn't any late safety cars, because if there were, I would just be dropped down to like P10 or whatever. So yeah.
And how confident are you can successfully appeal this penalty?
It should be. I mean, I don't know. I need to see his POV, but it should be likely. Quite likely, I guess, because it's usually up to the driver behind to ensure that they don't create carnage. Like the driver in front kind of dictates the pit lane almost. You can't really overtake around in the pit lane, so yeah, I guess it's on him as well. I mean, I guess his penalty was getting damage, so that definitely helped me breaking DRS from him after that shenanigans, after the pit stops. Yeah, it was quite unlucky. My pedals started discombobulating, so I wasn't getting 100% throttle. Had to change my presets twice, and by the time I returned, they were going 3 wide, so we lost DRS, which is annoying.
Everybody, you got any more questions?
Yeah, Jamie, great, good to see you on the grid. Someone obviously asked tonight for a bit of a background check of you. I haven't really got much to say, obviously, apart from the fantastic performance you had with Campbell Adams in Abu Dhabi last season, which was a very, very good race. All over TikTok as well, which was really good to see. Obviously, Monza next week, if you're here and you're with us, and hopefully we're going to have you with us for F1 25. You're obviously a great addition, great talent on the grid. How do you feel about Monza? Is it a track that you like? Is it a fan favourite? Do you feel confident?
Well, I guess so. It's one of those, like, I guess no one really. It's like one of those good tracks that no one really hates, but it's not everyone's favorite. But it's because of the chaos that usually ensues. But yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully I don't bottle quality like I did here. Maybe getting into low 18s. Hopefully, maybe high 17s. But that's if I don't mess up, which is almost guaranteed. And that also requires me racing, which I'm still unsure of. I may have some events on lined up, so yeah.
Well, the biggest question: do you think are we going to see you? Are we going to see you back for 25 if we don't see you for the remainder of the season?
Yeah. Well, I should be still around. I'm going to be definitely driving on F125. I'll probably do a couple reserve races because Saturdays, not usually the best time for me because Sundays are a bit busy for me. So Saturday's just my time to complete any schoolwork. So yeah, hopefully maybe in the near future, but at the moment it's a bit hard for that to happen. So yeah.
All good. We'll appreciate it, mate, and great job. And we'll see if you end up taking that P3 away from Chevy.
Yeah, should be.
All right, mate. Well done, and have a good week. And yeah, congratulations tonight. It was a good race.
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations to Jono as well for the cookery.
All right. We'll go over to the Ferrari driver and the winner of tonight's race, which is actually no, we won't. We'll go away from that because I forgot the next driver, Clammy Kid. Over to you, Ian.
Hey mate, how you going?
How you doing? How do you feel you performed today in qualifying for this to start off with?
Well, not that good really. I thought my Q2 lap would have been good enough, but just a skill issue really. Got a tow. Wojtek got pretty stiff with the 5 place grid penalty, I think, but nah, it was really just a bit of a skill issue. Not fast enough, even with the tow. But yeah, no stress.
Yeah,
Made a few positions in the race.
Yeah, I was watching on board on that quali. You seemed to get your sector one nice and clean, but you just weren't really able to stick your teammate very well for the middle sector. Do you reckon that was a part of is just distraction having a car close in front of you, making you distraction, missing your braking points, or any other aspect into it?
No, not really. I think it's just purely I'm just not really as fast or something because I don't know. Mexico isn't really one of my best tracks anyway, so I wasn't expecting to go far into Q3 if I was even going to make it. But at first, I think both me and my teammate thought our laps were going to be good enough for Q3, and obviously his was, but mine only just. Oh, well, not really only just, but it just didn't end up being good. So move on from it. We improve, and we'll see what happens in the coming weeks or something, whatever.
Are we going to see other performances from you in future weeks in like Monza next week?
No, I won't be in racing in Monza next week, but I should be consistently racing after Monza for the rest of the season. So we'll see.
That's good to hear. What do you take from the race? If you got anything, were you satisfied with your pace, or do you think you had more in it today?
Honestly, there's probably not much more I could have done. I couldn't manage my tires. My rears just kept on overheating heaps, and kept on falling out of the DRS trains. There was a bit of carnage up ahead. But yeah, I didn't really have that much pace. So yeah.
I didn't notice, but were you caught up in any of like the lap one incident between the two Red Bull today? I didn't notice.
No,
You held up
I
as well?
managed to skip past all of that, luckily. So
That's good for your sake. Anyway, over to you, SJ. You got any questions?
Yeah, mate. Clammy, mate. Quali was an interesting one. We saw obviously get the toe, which was great. It was a great toe. Don't get me wrong. Then unfortunately you retired, and it looked like you were pretty good. I think it was P6 and P5, or P4 and P6, and then you went all the way down to P11. Did you ever think that was going to happen? We just don't know where the time come, because we were looking at, well, I think we said a 13.7, didn't we? Iron. Did we say a 13.7?
For what, sorry?
Did we say the cutoff point was a 13.7?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was like 13.7.
No, we thought it could be a 14-4, and we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
massively wrong, weren't we?
Yeah, we were completely wrong. So what did you feel like when you saw your name drop down to P11?
I mean, I was watching because I wouldn't have been able to improve because I think I might have had time to get back out and do another lap, but I would have had absolutely no hope of getting a better lap done because of the toe. But yeah, I was honestly a little bit surprised. I was watching all the other onboards as they were crossing the line, and I'm like, oh no, Chandler's is up, Aiden is up, Keith is up. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 100% in trouble here. But yeah, me and my teammate, we both thought I was going to be safe, but I guess everyone just stepped up that extra little bit and managed to get me out, I guess. So
Okay, interesting. Like you're saying, you're not back from Monza, which is unfortunate. Looks like you're going to be back for round 16, which is Imola.
yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Imola.
I can't believe it was voted. All the Division 1 drivers voted for it, so it's on the calendar. It's penalty galore. Are you nervous around Imola? Is it a track that you like, fan favourite? How you feel?
I mean, on time trial, because I'm a bit of a time trial merchant, I keep on trying to set a really good lap, but I have a really bad habit of invalidating. So I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to struggle with penalties there if I end up racing. So hopefully I can keep that under control. But once again, we'll see.
I bloody hate the track.
I've got one last thing.
Go on.
Let's talk about Imola, time trial merchant. Would recommend you one thing. Go into race simulations and quali practice, because that'll dictate your pace better, because the time trial is unrealistically faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You'll be left
have been tending to try to do some more practice just in race pace as well, but it's more of a me just can't be bothered racing against AIs. But yeah, I have been starting to get on top of that, so I'll probably just have to do a few laps of that and see what I can do. Hopefully, I can keep penalties under control.
Are you confident for going in the Imola in a couple of rounds' time? Do you reckon you can perform well? And do you have aspiration for a podium or win?
Podium and win, I probably won't get, which I'm not even surprised. I'm not really going for podiums. I'm just trying to get good scores, really, good points, because I'm not really fast enough to get podiums unless something super lucky goes my way. But yeah, my pace is okay there. So
I mean,
haven't done much
truthfully,
practice.
your best way to still championship success and glory is just through consistency. So keep scoring on your consistent points and good luck, Lammy, in future.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
No worries.
Cheers, Chloe, mate. See you soon.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Right, we'll go over to our winner now of round number 14 of Mexico, and this is a win that this man needed, especially to pull in this championship fight. And I will let you take this away. So it's Jono in the Ferrari. Over to you, Iron.
Greetings, Jono. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I was unrealistically fast for some reason, so I was very surprised.
No, well done with your pace. What do you take from qualifying that 5-place grid penalty? Oh, no, that was Steg. Was that Steg or you? I can't remember now.
Steg.
Okay, well, what do you think? How do you feel about Steg penalty, and what do you think of it?
I kind of questioned it. I was like, I don't know what happened because 2 people got 5-place grid penalties.
Yeah.
And I was
Do you
a
think-
bit confused.
Do you think his 5-place penalty paid into your help today with your race win?
It may have, especially on the first lap, where you're trying to gain as many positions as possible but keeping it clean. It definitely played a role in that and getting my position into basically the top 3 or top 4. So I was quite happy with it, but it was a bit unfortunate that he had to get it, because I'm pretty sure it must have been very unfair to get that since 2 of them got it.
Yeah. And how was the first lap for you with all the carnage going on?
It felt good. I was just taking it really carefully. I wasn't trying to do anything stupid. I just stuck behind people, so I felt, it was a little nerve-wracking, especially the first turn, but I just tried to keep my head down, and I just did what I had to do.
Were you surprised after your pit stop when you came out in the race lead? After the other cars getting the undercut?
Yeah, yeah. I was not expecting to come out. I was expecting to come out behind that train, but I'm thinking that maybe I think they may have been going a bit slower because I was really pushing on my in lap. So I wasn't sure what happened there, but I stayed in the lead and I was quite surprised.
Now, from what I saw, there was Baston going to the stadium, which I think caught you a lot of time. But what were your thoughts when the train was initially like a 5-car train for the lead? How do you reflect on you and working together with the McLaren to pull away?
Yeah, so basically, since it was 5 cars, me and Steg knew that we did have the pace on other people. So what we chose to do is just work together instead, fight on the last lap, which is what we did, because if we kept fighting, like I'm pretty sure Chandler's and Meowsy were fighting a lot, which made them go back like 10 seconds, so it was just basically waiting till the final lap to do something so that we would have that lead.
Do you think it played into your race though that Chandler had damage for the final 20 or so laps?
Yeah, no, definitely. He probably lost about 2 or 3 tenths a lap from it.
And what was your plan going to the final couple of laps then? Were you planning on were you planning on being P2 for the start of the final lap, or did that just happen by chance?
Yeah, so I was planning on being P2 because Steg, I'm not sure if you saw on stream, but he had less wing than me, so he was way faster on the straights. So, and like in the corners, I was catching him like nothing. So, I knew that I had to stay behind because otherwise I would not win. He would just have too much straight line speed and I couldn't do anything about it.
Well, congratulations, Dan, over to you, SJ.
Thank you very much, Ian. Jono, what a night, mate. Qualifying was obviously pretty good. We're just going to talk about qualifying. Going over to the qualifying times, where do you think that some of those times come from? Because the track just definitely must have warmed up, because we were looking at 14.4, 14.3 to be safe, and then everyone was in 13. So, we saw obviously Chandler's tonight, the guy that you're fighting against, and it's looking like it's going to be a fantastic finale with 4 races to go. No, 3 actually, with Chandler's with that 12. I don't know where he pulled that from. How did you find quali?
Quali was really good. I felt really comfortable. Q1 and Q2 just did safe laps, like wasn't pushing too hard, just trying to get used to the low fuel. And then on my final run, it all came together. I'm honestly happy with it. I think I got a little bit of dirty air into Sector 3, so that wasn't ideal because of Miyazi. I think he had a little bit of a mess up. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with my lap and how qualifying ended.
Mm-hmm. And obviously tonight's grid was a bit of a change. Unfortunately, 5 guys
Yep.
were missing. Unfortunately, which was a bit of a shame. But still, we got 15 on the grid. How did you find the race in itself? Because as Ian said, there was a bit of a 5-way battle for P1 at some point. But then they decided to battle, and then that pulled everyone. That then pulled you away. And yeah, it was basically you and Steg to the end, really.
Yeah, it was quite fun with Steg because especially I don't know if you noticed, but I think Aiden was with us in that 3-car train.
Yep.
And what me and Steg thought was that if we break away from him, because we knew that he was, on older tires, so he probably wouldn't be able to keep up. And we wouldn't really want him to lead either because the other guys could catch up. So what we thought of doing is just breaking away from Aiden. I think we pushed for about 2 laps. We were very close to getting out of his DRS, or him getting out of it. Sadly, that didn't happen, so we just recharged for about a lap or 2 and then did it again, and it worked. So it was just about communication, I guess, without talking to them. So it's a little hard because you've just got to realize what the other guy is trying to do. So you kind of just work with that.
Yeah, definitely. And Zenitsu tonight, what a night for him. I'm just going to have a little bit of a shout out to him. Obviously, you had no Sammy here tonight, which is obviously your partner in Division 1. But Zenitsu finishing in P6, got to be pretty stoked with his performance tonight as your teammate.
Yeah, I mean, he did amazing. Qualifying, he definitely had way more pace, but I think he invalidated. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But he already didn't improve much. But especially in qualifying, he's really good. So it was sad to see him down into, I think it was P14 something, or what was it? Yeah, I think P14. But he did really well in the race. Honestly, it was amazing to see. And he climbed up, kept out of incidents. Yeah, it was really good to see. I'm happy.
Definitely. And obviously coming to the next, obviously these are going to be the big questions now coming in. We are coming to the very closing stages of Division 1, which has been absolutely fantastic after what we've been through as a league.